What's up guys, so we got some great news surrounding our Gilas Pilipinas national team and it involves updates on our preparations plus the two countries that we will have tune-up games with before the Olympic qualifying tournament starts on July 2. Ngayon nagka-conference ang SBP with the Philippine Sports Writers Association and Miss Erica D, our Executive Director for the Samahan Basketball ng Pilipinas, mentioned that June 22 will be the first day na makikita ulit yung national team in order to train and get themselves reacquainted before leaving for Turkey and Poland. Ngayon alam ko marami nag-iisip sa inyo na 1 week and a half lang yung magiging preparation natin before the OQT. Hindi ba konting oras lang yun to train for such an important event? Well, that's the reason why we have a 4-year plan with Coach Tim. Sinabi rin sa article ng Spin, yung quote coming from Erica D. Premise si Coach Tim, we have the same roster every time. Kapag pinagsama-sama mo yung short training periods, mag-accumulate sila. Let's also add this below. The program is working. Cone has secured the best talents that we have. In the past, hirap na hirap tayo. Because of this shorter training periods, mas madali mag-commit. And because high-level players ang mga ito, mas madali sila mag-pick up. In short, yung programa natin will be relying on familiarity and a tight pool wherein everybody will not have a hard time adjusting to the system of Coach Tim because kabisado na nila. The amount of games and training when combined will make up for the lack of training days that most people or harsh critics will usually throw or say. So let's do a really quick recap on who our national team lineup is as of now. I-include ko na dito yung mga reserves para pwede nyo comment below sino yung final 12 nyo, kung sino sa ating mga players ang bagay at nararapat na maglaro sa Olympic qualifying tournament na gaganapin sa Latvia. So for the guards, you got Chris Newsom, Scotty Thompson, and CJ Perez. For the wings, Jamie Malonzo, although he's injured, it doesn't look like he's gonna play. Calvin Oftana, Dwight Ramos, Justin Brownlee, Carl Tamayo, and Kevin Cambao, though, are available. For the bigs, it's Kai Soto, AJ Edu, Japit Aguilar, Junmar Fajardo, and Mason Amos, yung last reserve natin. It's a total of 14 people in the pool. Maliit pero so far effective naman. These are the players that will try to accomplish quote-unquote Mission Paris. Galing yan sa SBP, so if you guys find that tagline corny, di yan sa akin. But I like it. Anyway, the main thing that drew my attention in this article are the two countries that we will face in our tune-ups. Mainly the Turkish national team, which are ranked 24 in the world, while the Polish national team are ranked 15. Two incredibly tough opponents that we will have to face, and they more or less should mimic or have a similar playing style as our matchups in Latvia and Georgia by the time the OQT starts. Okay, let's do a quick deep dive kung sino ba ang dapat tutukan sa bawat koponan. Let's first start with the Turkish national team. For Turkey, based on my research, last played in the FIBA Eurobasket qualifiers back in February 2024. They faced the Italians where they lost 80-87 and won their second game against Iceland via buzzer beater by Tarik Biberovic. Now we are going to circle back to Tarik Biberovic because he looks like their best player and looks like the main guy that will give our wings a massive headache. So in a field of 32 teams, check natin yung mga stats na to. Number 9 in points per game, number 12 in field goal percentage, number 18 in 2-point field goal percentage. While yung mga pwede natin i-highlight dito are the threes. They're number 6 in a field of 32 with 36.2. Number 3 in rebounding, which I feel like we can compete with. One of their weaknesses here is the blocks. You see here, they're number 30 with just 2 blocks per game. They're last in steals with just 4. And middle of the pack in assists with 17. Unfortunately for us, Gilas' weakness is defending the 3-point line. So this is a good test for our national team and coaching staff on how they can address this before the actual tournament starts. For diving deeper, it looks like their paint defense and perimeter defense isn't that great. Again, this is just based on their stats that I have seen on the FIBA website plus the 2 game highlights that I saw on YouTube. Here's a quick look at their roster. Size-wise, we can compete with the team. The roster that we have built has size, quickness, height, you name it. Although I want to single out 3 players for Turkey that will give us the 3 biggest problems and give you guys a brief summary on what their playstyle is like. So number 1 is Tarik Biberovic, minention kanina. At just 23 years old with a height of 6'7", he's already their best player. Average 19.6 rebounds, 2.5 assists in their last 2 qualifier games. And the guy they rely upon to score and create. He is an all-around player, and if hahanap tayo ng NBA comparison just for the sake of comparing, it's like Bogdan Bogdanovic of the Atlanta Hawks. If you put their clips side by side here, it feels like watching the same player. Big threats from beyond the arc, and eerily similar build as well, and can also play make from time to time. Number 2 is Sertak Sanli. Huge 7-foot guy but has the ability to stretch the floor. He only made 25% of his 3-pointers in their tournament last time in their 2 games, but that's with 4 attempts. each game. Kita mo na he hunts for those shots and will take them whenever he's left wide open. Number 3 is Kenan Sipahi, another really tall guard at 6'6", and is a floor general of the Turkey national team. Average 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 7.5 assists, and his main job is to find the best possible shot for his squad. Just like any European player out there, this guy can also nail his shots from Rainbow Country, as evident by his 3-point shooting percentages at 57.5 in the FIBA Euro qualifiers. This is the Turkish national team. Move on naman tayo sa next na makakalaban natin sa Tunas, which will be the Polish national team. In their first game, they got destroyed by Lithuania 83-64, and it's a similar result dun sa pangalawa nila, which is losing by 25 to Northern Macedonia 96-71. Kung tinignan rin natin yung stats nila, it's not as good compared to Turkey. They are almost dead last in every category except the turnovers, which is a good indicator that the team as a whole takes care of the ball. Buti na lang, or else wala na ako masyado mapag-uusapan na maganda sa team na to. In their roster construction, all I can say is ang tatangkad nila. They only have one guy that is below 6'5", and that's Jakub Šek. He only plays 5.9 minutes a game though, so not that much of an impact for his team, at least in the Euro qualifiers. For their best 3 guys, they're all guards. Let's first talk about Michael Sokolowski. 6'5" guard, averaged 20.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, shot 54.5% from the field, 33% from 3, and is a stocky guard that prefers to drive to the rim, hence why his shooting percentage is really high for a guard at 54.5. Built like James Harden and similarly loves to drive to the rim. But the comparison ends there. Hindi siya yung player na kaya i-take off the dribble and pull up from 3. He's more of a slasher. Second guy to monitor here is Michael Michalak. 6'6" guard, 15 points, 5.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 71.4% from the field. Yun yung averages niya. What I like about him is that is shot incredibly high from his percentages. Really efficient player and takes intelligent shots, never rushes anything, and will almost certainly make the correct play. Last is Mateusz Ponitka. Again, another 6'6" guard. 13.7 rebounds, 6 assists, 36.4% from the field, which is a bit low. Good motor and arguably their best rebounding player outside the bigs. Not only that, si Ponitka rin yung best playmaker nila sa team. So the road to fire starts with these 2 teams. Masaya lang ako na nakadikit tayo sa kanila, to be honest. But if you get some wins, why not? See you guys next time. Peace.